All right, let's get started. Are you ready? I said, are you ready? All right, we've got some first-timers tonight. Very good. We'll get you some prizes at the end tonight, and those who invited you will get points. But welcome to, yes. It's just for whoever gets first place gets to pick whatever they want at the end of the week, okay? All right, remember tonight was double points for attendance. So you that are here tonight, that were here last night, you get twice as many points tonight. If you're a guest tonight, a visitor tonight, first time, you get double points, 200 points just for being here. So you're off to a good start, right? And don't forget, if you bring a visitor the rest of this week, each visitor is worth 200 points, except tomorrow night, they're going to be worth 400 points. We're doubling visitor points tomorrow night. And then each memory verse you say is worth 300 points on the sheet that we gave you. If you didn't get one yet, we will get you one tonight, okay? But let's get started with a couple of songs. First, let's start with our theme chorus for the week. My Lord knows the way through the wilderness. Those that were here last night especially, I want to hear you sing. My Lord knows the way through the wilderness. All I have to do is follow. My Lord knows the way through the wilderness. All I have to do is follow. Strength for today is mine always, and all I need for tomorrow. My Lord knows the way through the wilderness. All I have to do is follow. All right, we're going to do it one more time, but we're going to stand, and we're going to do some action with it, okay? My Lord knows the way. Let me put my borrowed stick there. My Lord knows actually we should point out, my Lord knows the way through the wilderness. All I have to do is follow. Okay, we'll repeat that. My Lord knows the way through the wilderness. All I have to do is follow. Strength for today is mine all the way. And all I need for, what should we do for tomorrow? I don't know. Tomorrow. My Lord knows the way through the wilderness. Just repeat, okay? Got it? Let's try it one more time here with the actions. My Lord knows the way through the wilderness. All I have to do is follow. My Lord knows the way through the wilderness. All I have to do is follow. Strength for today is mine always, and all I need for tomorrow. My Lord knows the way through the wilderness. All I have to do is follow. All right, you can be seated for just a moment. Let's do This Little Light of Mine next, if we could please, Adam. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine all the time, let it shine. All around the world, I'm gonna let it shine. All around the world, I'm gonna let it shine. All around the world, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine all the time. Let it shine. Jesus is the light. I'm gonna let him shine. Jesus is the light. I'm gonna let him shine. Jesus is the light. I'm gonna let him shine. Let him shine all the time. Let him shine. job, good job. Some of you knew that one, it sounded like. We're going to do one more, and we'll do what we did yesterday. Rise and shine. Okay, rise and shine and give God the glory, glory. Remember, we did that last night, so let's sing that one, Adam. A little louder, please. Sing it out. If you were here last night, sing it.
Rise and shine and give God the glory, glory. Rise and shine and give God the glory, glory. Rise and shine and give God the glory, glory, children of the Lord. Rise and shine and give God the glory, glory. Rise and shine and give God the glory, glory. Rise and shine and give God the glory, glory, children of the Lord.
All right, very good. We might sing one more at the end tonight, but there's something I forgot, and I feel so bad. Last night, one of the competitions I forgot about last night to mention, and that was our offering competition. I was going to announce it last night so you'd be ready tonight, but now I'm going to announce it tonight, and you'll be ready for it tomorrow, right? We're going to each night from here on out, we're going to take anybody have an offering tonight by any chance? Just by any chance? All right, you want to just hold it till tomorrow night? Oh, you already did? So, it's already in the bucket. Oh. All right, I forgot to warn you. So, but each night, you're going to, by teams, we'll have team names on the buckets, and we're going to weigh the offering each night and see which team has the heaviest offering. And let me just tell you, 100, if you have $1, 100 pennies weighs a lot more than 4 quarters. Okay? So, but whatever you have, all this money this week does not go to me, will not go even to our church, okay? It's going to go to Safari Jane, and I don't know if he has a special name, Ranger Rick, okay, for coming all the way from Illinois to help us this week. That's a long ways away, isn't it? Seems longer each time you drive it, too. But anyway, they came to help us this week, and so that's where our love offering will go, to help pay their gas to get them back home. Okay? All right. Well, right now, in our opening, we have, I don't have the schedule, but I know what's next. So Safari Jane is going to come, and I think maybe her assistant might be here again. So listen up.
You need a drink, okay? It's very important. Let me tell you about a story that happened to me one time when I was on a hike. Had a big, heavy backpack. On that trip, mine was the heaviest backpack of all, up 10 people. And so I was walking, we were walking all day long. As soon as lunch was over, we started walking until it was almost dark. And we were drinking our water the whole way. We were drinking, and we never came to the lake. So we're looking around and we're going, hey, there's no lake. That means there's no water, and our bottles were pretty well empty.
Pause for brief station identification.
Okay, for you in TV land, I will start again. We were hiking all day. We thought we were going to find a lake. So we were drinking our water the whole way. And we got there, and there was no lake. And so we were really tired. We were hot. We were very thirsty. So that night, we just kind of slept under the stars, and when we got up in the morning, the girls cooked some breakfast over the campfire, and the boys, they went out to find some water. You know what they did? They had to dig a hole. So they dug down about 3 feet, and they found water.
And so they scooped the water out of that hole into a bucket, and they brought the bucket of water back to the campsite, and guess what? That water was black water. It looked nasty, but we put it through, we filtered all the junk out of it, but the water itself was black. So we put it in our water bottles, and we purified it with special tablets, and we shook it up, and we added some Tang. Do you boys and girls know what Tang is? No. Do you know what Kool-Aid is? Yes. Okay, well, it's kind of like orange Kool-Aid. And we put that in our water, and so we hiked back out of the woods. And we drank that black water. Ew. Yes, well, we had to. Of course. Oh, the question was, for those who couldn't hear it, why didn't we bring more water? Well, there's only so much you can carry because water is heavy. So we all brought enough to get us to the lake. But when there was no lake, that was the problem. But the boys found water and we were rescued. So that's our lesson about camping today. And just so you know, all the stories I'm telling about my camping trips are true stories. Okay, that one truly happened. Some of you are going, I don't think so. Yes, it was. So today I brought my friend Cowboy Joe with me. And I'll move him over here a little bit. Okay, so Cowboy Joe, how are you this evening? Well, I'm doing really well, except I'm really, really thirsty, and I heard you talking about water. Well, why are you so thirsty? Because we've been out on the trail riding our horses, and boy, I'm thirstier than a cactus in January. Wow, that's pretty thirsty. So when you're on the trail riding your horse, don't you carry water with you? Well, it's like this. You carry a little bit with you, and when you get to a pond or a river, you fill up your canteen and you go on. See? That's what I told you. You fill it up at the watering hole, right? Yep, that's what we call it. We call it a watering hole. Well, what if you're on the trail and you don't find any water? Then what do you do? Well, that's when we look for some bushes or trees and we know there's water nearby. Okay, very good. So, you do kind of the same thing that I do when we're camping. We take some with us, and hopefully when we get where we're going, we'll find some water, right? Yep, that's right. All right, well, thank you, Cowboy Joe. And so our Bible lesson today is about Jesus in the wilderness. You know, Jesus went in the wilderness, and we're going to learn about that. And that'll be very interesting, what Jesus did. So thank you, Cowboy Joe, for helping us to be reinforced in our need for water, right? That's right. You got to take some with you. You can't just go out there. All right, I'll see you guys maybe on the next round cowboy riding trip. Nice to see you all. Bye-bye. Bye, Cowboy Joe. Bye. Healthy trails to you until we meet again. Thank you, Cowboy Joe. You're welcome. Yep. Oops. Took my little cloth with me.
Yes, quickly. Yeah. All right. At this time, we're going to have the preschoolers and kindergartners go to their class. So if you have a heart on your tag, you will go with Miss Kaylee. Okay. So, go with Miss Kaylee. Annette, you can go with Miss Kaylee for your class, okay? Anybody else? Check your tag. All right. And we'll see them back up here in just a little bit. All right. Now it's lesson time. So this is the time you need to sit up straight for a few minutes. Spread out a little bit if you can, front row here, because you'll get warm and get restless. All right, you guys did pretty well spreading out tonight. So sit back in your seat, sit up straight, and listen to the lesson about Jesus in the wilderness. Sit up, get in your seat.
First of all, is there anybody that can tell me what yesterday's memory verse was? Just one person. Okay. Nice and loud, okay? Begotten. Perish. Okay. Thank you. Excuse me. Okay. I was just going to get one. Thank you. Okay, so today we're going to learn another one. Remember, we're learning about the character of Christ. So yesterday we learned that his character quality is love. Today we're learning that Jesus is holy. So our verse is from 1 Peter 1:16. So remember, we're going to say the reference at the beginning and the end. The reference is kind of like the address. Where does the verse live in our Bible? Okay, so let's say this together. 1 Peter 1:16. It is written, "Be ye holy, for I am holy." 1 Peter 1:16. Okay, let me hear you a little louder, okay? All right, let's do it again. 1 Peter 1:16. It is written, "Be ye holy, for I am holy." 1 Peter 1:16. All right, that was much better. Thank you. Now, have any of you ever been in the wilderness or the woods or someplace kind of desolate? Yes. Where did you go? Okay, so you were out in the woods. Where were you? On a river. Mm-hmm. And you know what? Even if you're on the river, swimming or boating, even though there's all that water around, you still get thirsty, don't you? Yes, so even though you're in the water, you still need to drink it. Well, Jesus was in the wilderness, which was more like a desert place. And the Bible, which is where we get our story, so let me bring this over here. Well, I stepped on somebody's foot. So Jesus was led up into the wilderness, and he was there for 40 days without any food. Now, I don't think I could go that long without food. Sometimes I think I can't go a few hours. But Jesus was up there alone for 40 days. He was fasting up there. He was praying. And so the devil came there after 40 days, and he showed Jesus some rocks. And he said, "If you're the Son of God, why don't you turn these rocks into bread?" Boy, if you're hungry, that would sound pretty good, right? Yes. If you're really hungry, that would sound just so delicious. But Jesus looked at those rocks, and he told the devil what we should tell the devil when he tempts us to do wrong. He said, "It is written." That means in the Bible. It is written, man cannot live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God. So our body needs food to live, right? But our soul needs nourishment as well. And the Bible even tells us to grow in grace and in the knowledge of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. So if we're going to grow spiritually, we need to be reading our Bible, okay? And coming to Vacation Bible School. So you are learning and you are growing this week because you're coming to Vacation Bible School and we're having a Bible lesson every day. So the devil, he says, well, let's go up into this high place on the temple. And he said, he's way up on top of the temple, and the devil says, why don't you just jump off and the angels will take care of you? And Jesus looked down there and he knew the angels would take care of him. But he said to the devil, it is written, thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God. And so then the devil, he wasn't done with Jesus yet. He took him up on a high mountain and he showed him all the kingdoms of the earth. And the devil said, if you will bow down and worship me, I will give you all of these kingdoms. And Jesus said, what do you think the first 3 words he said were? No. It is written. It is written. Thou shalt only worship God. He's the only one. Remember in the Old Testament, thou shalt have no other gods before me. The devil wanted to be God. But Jesus said, no, we will worship the true God. And so the devil left Jesus alone. See, the devil does not like to hear the Bible. Okay, so if you feel like, man, the devil feels like he's after me today to do something wrong, just tell him, it is written, thou shalt not, whatever he was trying to get you to do. That's bad. And he'll leave you alone for a while. So the devil left him alone, and guess what happened? What do you think happened after that? Once the devil left him alone. Does anybody have any ideas? I'll tell you then. The angels came and ministered unto Jesus. Jesus didn't need the devil to give him angels, did he? No. The angels came and they helped Jesus. And God provided food for him to eat and everything after he was tempted from the devil. So, no matter what temptation we have, if we just remember in our heart, what does God say? How can I do right? Okay? Sometimes, we don't have any warning when a temptation comes. It just comes really fast. All of a sudden, it's just right there. Maybe you're just minding your own business and one of your friends comes and say, hey, did you ever think about let's do this? And you know that's wrong. And you think, yeah, okay, that sounds fun. But in your heart, you know it's wrong. But if you know the Bible, then you can say, I don't think God would want us to do that. Okay, so that's how we can overcome the devil in our temptations, by knowing what God says.
How many were listening closely? Because remember, at the end, we're going to be asking questions about things that have gone on tonight. and it'll be for points, okay? So I hope you listen. I was going to warn you ahead of time, but hopefully you listen, okay? All right, now it is time for games. All right. Shh. Let's let the game crew get out the door first, please. Thank you. Yeah. Listen up. Instructions.
So your first game, you're getting wet. If you have a cell phone, Appleberry, anything that you do not want wet, you need to leave it in here. You are absolutely getting wet. We are going to do Battleship with the water balloons. Pay attention. So we're on this side of the church. So you're going to go, you could probably go out this door and turn left. Go past the house, turn left again. Or this way and around here. You're behind us. We're going to, that way. So your red team is going to go on the one side, your blue team is going to go on the other. We're going to have trivia questions. So you get the trivia answer right, or the other team doesn't get it, you get 3 water balloons. Got it? So I need, and then, where'd Phoebe go? Did they get the chairs? We need chairs. Scratch that. Go this way and meet me at the bottom of the stairs. We're going to grab some chairs because you're going to need them. When you get out, it's not the end of the earth. We have more. Wow. We have another game with Steve and Melanie. They have a second game going on. So there's 2 things going on tonight, okay? Great. So we'll go out the back door.
And don't go through the landscaping. Stay on the sidewalk or the steps, please.